get on these little planes in Canada, and I'm just saying, like, and everyone's got a window seat. There's 4 on each side, maybe 5 on each side, right?
Yeah.
And there's no cockpit. There's just, you're in the cockpit.
Yeah.
And the pilot gets up and he's like, okay, all right then. So we're all going to St. John's. And if you want to come up and say hi, just say hi. We were just sitting here and hope you enjoy your flight. And then the guy's like, fuck, I got to do French now. And he pulls out a bit of paper. And this guy, he should have just rehearsed this one bit of dialogue in French. He's got a bit of paper going, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Like, why don't you just go, well, any French people? There's only fucking 8 of us. Just ask.
Or just look and go, that guy looks French.
Yeah, just look and see if we're acting like cunts to each other. And just go, and then, but this is the whole idea. What is it with these terrorists who want to hijack big planes and get big buildings? Just hijack small Canadian planes and hit moderate buildings. Do 20 of them at once.
Yeah.
Send 20 blokes out there. There's no doors or anything. The Canadians are so polite. You're not going to get any fight back.
Yeah.
You just get some guy like, oh, so I guess Mohammed's in charge now. Where are we going?
Mohammed's in charge.
Yeah.
How you're so good with fucking accents. I can't do any fucking accents.
Well, I live with a Canadian, and I'll tell you something about my dopey Canadian family. Okay, so I call it my family. I'm basically married. I have a Canadian girlfriend with a child with her, right? And she comes from a super religious family. I've never told this story before on anything. She comes from a really religious family where she's the youngest of 7. And so she's like a couple of years older than me as well. So she's like 40. And so she has brothers and sisters who are like in their like 60s. It's weird to have brother-in-laws that are just old men.
Really?
Yeah, because she's like, they're 20-something years apart from her to her, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And so she also has nephews and nieces that are the same age as me. Like 38-year-old nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
So we're in Calgary. As I said, she grew up with this special religion where they believe in a pope from 400 years ago. They believe current Catholics are too progressive, where she couldn't show her limbs and they all had to wear the head dress and, you know, like pretty fucking out there shit, right? And so the kids, the nephews who like ranging from 30 to 38 were coming to see me. They were all in Calgary, right?
Yeah.
And Kate's like, oh, I'm worried about them seeing your material, blah, blah, blah. And I go, well, the younger people, they're probably not as bad as your brothers and sisters were. And then she goes, just, you know, when you see them, try to be really polite. And,
Yeah.
you know, so now I'm stressing this is the first family members I'm going to meet, right? And I'm like, So they come backstage. So I order like a massive bottle of vodka, one of those big, huge ones, like, I don't know, like 3-liter bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Right? And
It's the what are they called? It's the Magnum.
The Magnum, yeah.
Yeah.
So I ordered that because I figured there's going to be 8 people in the dressing, because there's 4 guys with their wives, right? Or one of them was a girl and her husband, and I figure, well, this will be, they can have enough for everyone. I got my support actor, my road guy, and so I think, okay. So I go, well, if anyone wants a drink, you know, I'm trying to make small talk with them. They're all in the dressing room before I go out. And I get off stage after finishing the show. The show went fine. And I go back to my dressing room. That's bone dry. That thing's bone dry. Right?
Yeah.
3 liters of vodka, gone.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, what the fuck has happened here? Like, people must have... There's just empty red Solo cups all around the floor. It looks like a fucking mess, right?
Yeah.
So I go out to do photos afterwards, and maybe 200 people stayed for photos, which normally takes maybe 40 minutes if you're quick, you know. And so Sam, my guy who takes all my photos, and my road manager, my tour manager, he's there taking photos. My religious fucking nephew and niece-in-laws or whatever they are, who I was meant to act polite, they're wrestling on the floor. Off to the side, doing WWE moves and boom, the Undertaker, like fucking pigs. They're rolling around on the fucking ground, right? And security want to do something. I'm like, I sort of related. And I'm trying to take photos, and it's all like there's no music or anything. It's just people queuing up in a foyer, and these people wrestling each other. And I'm like, guys, stop. And they're like, oh, sorry, Jim, sorry. And then they're wrestling a bit. And when Sam, my road manager, went, you boys, just sit over there.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, right? So they're already telling him off. Then one of them, the bar's got like roller cage door on the front, like it's been shut, like the...
Yeah.
He starts bashing on this. And the lady's like, oh, hey, easy there, big guy. The bar is closed, right? And he goes, Jim Jefferies is my uncle. This guy's the same age as me.
Yeah,
right?
Jefferies is my uncle.
Yeah, it's weird when a grown adult says that. Right? And I'm like, I'm not his uncle.
And you just met him.
Just met him. I just met him. And they all come over and they go, oh, sorry about that. And then I'm taking photos with people. They're walking up going, we're really sorry if we embarrassed you. We're not going to try to embarrass you anymore, eh? Right? So we go out to a bar. That's the best bit of the story. So the rest of this is just going to dwindle off because I've never told. We go to the bar. This girl comes up to me with a shot glass and she has one herself. She goes, I bought this shot for you. Now, back in the day, I would have drunken that with her, but I get too wasted. I have a tip-off point with drunk where I'm like happy, fall on the ground, right? And so I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do any shots, thank you. My fucking nephew comes up and goes, oh, take it for him, and then drinks it. And she's like, who the fuck is this guy? I go, don't worry about that guy. Don't worry about who he is, right?
Jim Jefferies is my uncle.
And then that boyfriend of that guy comes over and wants a fight. We all get fucking kicked out of the bar. And they're just so like, it's a good party, eh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My dopey Canadian relatives, right?
That's fucking great.
And then they're like, to me, they're like, hey, you want to come back? They live like 20 miles out of town. You want to come back to our place for a fire? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I went, for a fire? What? It's snowing. Like, there's like 5 foot of snow around us, right? You want to come back for a fire? Oh. And I'm like, and I think it's some type of slang Canadian term for want to come back and smoke some weed.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want to come back for fire? And I said, no, I'm going to my hotel's over the road. We live like 20 miles. No, I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah.
I ring Kate up the next day and I go, what the fuck was this? What? And she goes, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, then they invited me back for a fire. Well, they asked me to go back there and smoke weed, I guess. She goes, no. They were asking you to go back to the house to light a bonfire in the backyard. These fucking Canadians. That was like an offer. My hotel room was over the road. Yeah. I'd come back and stand around a fire in our dirt track of a backyard.
Get in a truck in icy weather after I've been drunk as fuck.
Yeah,
drive 20 miles.
Yeah. Stand in your backyard and have a fire. So yeah, that's my family on that side.
How did you meet your chick?
She was the prostitute on Legit.
Oh yeah,
I got the first actress I worked with pregnant. I'm a genius.